good morning. Both to you guys and to this kitty. Are you ready to, do you want to sit up here or are you crazy? She's been having one of those kitty mornings. Okay, I don't know if you're gonna want to stay. We're just sitting here and you've been showing interest in the running around like a madman field. I wouldn't want to keep you from your dreams. How are you guys doing this morning? Welcome, Combat Fritos. Count just us four. How is everybody? Happy Tuesday. Let's see if I can get all this stuff on. Kitty, that's the pop filter. It's also probably needing to be adjusted. I don't really know where this thing goes. It kind of drives me nuts in that if it's completely parallel to the mic, it's also a little bit too low. And I still have yet to find like a good angle that works. This will just have to be good enough. Hazel on Tuesday stream. Yeah, we're gonna do some mount runs. I am afraid that I may have used up all of my luck on whatever that day was last week when I went and just did, like, I only killed Deathwing one time to test a lockout theory that apparently wasn't even true. And I got my Blazing Drake and my Emerald Drake, so we're all out of luck. We're about ready to we're about on schedule to do another like 6 weeks worth of mount runs and not find anything, but that is perfectly alright. And also, you know, luck is luck. RNG doesn't know what kind of RNG you got yesterday. Hi Hazel and Tuesday stream people, doing fine day off. What is the goal mount today? We tried for a couple of them. We're gonna run the Throne of the Four Winds to try for the Drake that drops from that. We're going to run let's see, Vault of Archivon, assuming that we have Wintergrasp. We're gonna try Tempest Keep to see if we can get ourselves a what do you call that, birdie? Ashes? Ashes would be cool. And then if we have any extra time, then we'll probably look into maybe doing some invincible runs. Last minute prep for a class you had, totally forgot you were supposed to be teaching. You know, under pressure, I feel like maybe sometimes some of the best lessons come out of the universe. You know, you're just giving space for the universe to help you, and also prepping early. Early kitty appearance. Yeah, is she still on camera? She's rubbing her face against my. No, she's on my keyboard hand. Yesterday, I was trying to record a bunch of really short clips of audio for something. All right, so I'm holding. I need to put my staff on, and we're good here. Maybe, I'll leave Bear Tartar later. We're gonna head out to Throne of the Four Winds first. But yeah, yesterday I was recording a bunch of really short audio clips, and she had insisted on flopping out on my desk with her tail thwapping the keyboard. So it was kind of roulette as to whether she was going to stop the recording or apply some bizarre effect to it at any given moment. And then her other end, her head was like cuddling my mouse hand, and whenever I tried to move my mouse too much, she would like grab onto the hand with both paws and like pull it still like it's her pillow. It was really cute, and I have a really hard time saying no to my cat when she's being really cute. But I eventually relocated her to, we've got like this extra office chair just because we always wind up with just extra office, not even gaming chairs, just office chairs in the living room, but she seems to really like this one, so I like face it the window so it gets like some afternoon sun, and then I just kind of like put her there and she's like, oh yeah, this is a good idea. Just me who has only the stream screen. I don't know what you mean. Like you're running one monitor and the stream's the only thing you've got it. Oh, Kitty, are we doing this again? Kitty, you have so many beds that aren't trying to move like a mouse hand. You know? Oh my gosh, she's so cute though. You guys ready for Tuskar allied races? And maybe I'm just completely spacing because I have not been away for that long. Do we have female Tuskar models? Is that a thing that's happened? I don't really know. So ready for a new week of Matt Run? So much optimism. You have the optimism, or you're ready for me to bring the optimism? I could probably scrape up some optimism. Have I gone to the right place? I think I've gone to the right. Yeah, this is the right portal. Believe. How did you get that outfit on your character? So this transmog here, several parts of it. The chest piece, which actually gives you like these purple spooky shoulders. Not the shoulders, but the purple spookiness behind them. That's actually part of the chest piece, which is this little Void Elf bra thing here. I've paired that with a shirt that has been transmogged to the purple Marshall shirt, which kind of matches it. The belt is the... Yeah, so the belt is the Heritage Armor belt. The chest piece with the bra and the spooky stuff is the Heritage Armor chest piece. The helmet is a tier helmet. The skirt is called the Soothsayer's Guild. I have no idea what that's from. And then Heritage gloves. It's basically a bunch of pieces of Heritage Armor from the Void Elf Heritage set, and then I've mixed in a couple of other pieces to make her look like that. My mage. What about my mage? What about my mage? I've missed something. What is the goal mount? Oh, the outfit of my mage? My mage is wearing the Amaranthine set, which is the cloth armor that you get from the... I can see the place in my brain. 5.4. Timeless Isle. That one. Also, Kitty, her butt's on my spacebar. I was wondering why I was flying up. Kitty. Kitty. You're so cute and you're so in the way. Oh, I've offended you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. You can sit in my spacebar. Yeah, 5.4 was the name of the patch we're Timeless Isle. On the Timeless Isle, the random Timeless Isle armor, it was like the 5.4 catch-up armor. It's the cloth set from that. It's basically the whole set. I haven't mixed and matched anything. Okay, we're raid Huruk 25. Huruk 25. Good, yep. Tartar. Good, yep. Cat Purr's shirt, yeah. Hi. Oh, man. You drew a mount for the BFA giveaway. Have you seen it? I have, I'm gonna go and look through all of the art when the giveaway ends on Friday. So, so I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. I've muted notifications on that one thread until Friday so that I can check them out all at once. The rarest mount that I have? Probably like a... Swift Spectral Tiger, maybe? Not that it was particularly rare to drop, because it didn't, I got it with gold. But that's probably the one that I have that fewest other people have. The Emerald Drake is probably up there. That one's really recent. That's the Awake the Drakes mount, so for that one you have to have a bunch of drakes from different places, like the Onyxian and the Blazing Drake and whatnot, so I have that one too now. For how long did you stream today? We just got started. We're like 7 minutes in. It's a class that you've taught several times before, so you don't need to come up with material. You just have to do some prep in your database so that things work properly. Well, that's not too bad then. Best of luck. Crom laughs at the 4 wins. Hazel, I hate my drawing. Well, that's okay. You know, you don't need to frame it over your bed. I had a bunch of people concerned that they weren't able to draw well enough. The drawing just confirms eligibility. As long as you tried, you're in it. It's a random giveaway. It's not an artistic merit-based giveaway. Speaking of which, if any of you don't know what we're talking about, I'm doing a beta key giveaway. This Friday I'll be giving away beta keys. In order to enter, there is a tweet that I've recently tweeted. It's my most recent one. You need to reply to that tweet with a drawing that you've done. Either, you know, digitally, you can use MS Paint. You don't have to be good. You can do it like with pencil, on paper, on a napkin or whatever. Take a picture with your phone. Whatever. A drawing that represents what you are most looking forward to in BFA. So just tweet that to me sometime between now and Friday. Before Friday morning, I'm going to do the drawing first thing as soon as they get running on Friday. And then I'll be giving away some beta keys. The first people 30 that submit it? No, not the first 30 that submit it. I'm gonna do random drawing of all of the people that submitted drawings, and that's gonna happen on Friday. You inspired me to get a betta. Used to have 2 55 gallons, decided that I wanted fish again, so you bought a red one and named him Kill Jade. That's a great name for a betta fish. I love that. I feel like betta fish are such a gateway. Like, proper betta fish keeping is such a aquarium gate. I promise I won't talk about fish for the whole stream. I don't know if I can promise that. It's such a gateway thing because I used to have betta fish, but I didn't. I used to heat them, but I didn't. It was mostly just a bowl with a lot of water changes. I didn't do all of the research. I was a teenager. Not that that's a good excuse, but they lived for a good amount of time. You know, they were reasonably well taken care of, but it could have been better. And this time around, I'm determined to do everything right. And all of this research has just made me want all of the fish ever. Also, speaking of his tank cycle, this is not exciting to anybody but me, but his tank cycle is finally stable. He is consistently reading 0 ammonia, 0 nitrates. I'm very excited. His plants seem to really be helping, either from their surface area or their nitrogen uptake, whatever. It's all good, and hopefully his fins will heal now. I had a job interview today. I think it went well. Nice. Congrats, late night. The skirt is from Outland Quest in Shadow Moon Valley. That could be true. I actually have, I have no idea. No luck on the Drake. Drake of the Southwind. That's the only thing that's ever going to teach me what this Drake is actually called, is the fact that, Rarity now tells me. The fact that Rarity tells me. Did I loot? No, I need to loot this stuff because I need to vendor it. It's a very quick quest chain in Old Shadow Moon Valley. Oh, neat. Well, yeah, then I'd strongly recommend getting it because there's not all that many cloth skirts. In the quest to make a bajillion cloth robes, I feel like a lot of the cloth legs are pants. You know, there are a couple of skirts in here and there, but every now and then when your transmog requires that you wear a top piece that does not include a skirt, it's not a robe, all of a sudden you're like, wow, look at all these pants that I could be wearing. So there's a couple of really cool things, but for the most part, you're kind of out of luck, so I recommend clinging to all of the cloth skirts that you can if you're some kind of a cloth transmogger. Kitty rolls, kitty purrs are the best. Oh man, I must be behind in chat. Good morning, Beth. I love your cat. You can hear her purr. Yeah, she's picked up that habit a little bit of purring into the microphone directly, which I suppose is very handy. I forgot it was Tuesday till I saw you were live. Needless to say, you've made my Tuesday. Listening while I learn to play with my orb weaver. How's your monk going? Are the charms of mascots going to change for BFA? You mean pet charms? There will be new pet charms in BFA. There will be new pet charms in BFA. They're not taking out the old ones, but they're also not adding any new rewards to the old pet charms. Idea for a good prank, put catnip on Hazel's microphone screen. I mean, it would probably just smell really bad forever. Also, my cat actually, it wouldn't even work because my cat is, immune to catnip. Apparently, I don't know what the ratio is, but there are some cats that just catnip has no effect on them. And I have tried all sorts of different kinds of catnip. I've tried growing it, I have tried buying it, I have tried, like, sprays and stuff. She just doesn't respond to it. She might be just crazy enough without it. And I was a little bit upset because I was all excited about growing it. Like, I grew it from seed. I grew a big catnip bush from seed. And then my cat just didn't care. And I had to give it to somebody else that had cats. And now their cats are high. Not the best char, but I did try. That's the important thing. Hazel, do you still play in your EU account? Not all that much. I probably should. I play just about enough on it to keep enough gold to make sure that if anybody from EU wins the pet giveaway, or when people from EU win the pet giveaway, we give enough pets. There's usually a couple now, that I can get them some pets for that. Should Shadow Priest rename to Void Priest? I feel like it would be a little bit more accurate, but you'd also probably just confuse a bunch of people for not really a big enough payoff. Better name would be Gil Jaden. Excuse me. Oh man. At some point on the stream today, I haven't fed Fleta yet. I usually feed him sometime around this time, so we can do that. My colony of live food crashed, so I'm trying again. I have enough brown shrimp eggs to start over approximately 7,000 times, so I'm not too worried about it, but I wonder what went wrong. Your hair is gold. I love that pink. Aw, thanks. I'm gonna redo it, I think, soon. If I can make time for this upcoming weekend, then I want to redo it. I'm just really nervous about bleaching my roots because I need to bleach the roots, but I need to only bleach the roots. I don't want to get any bleach on hair that's already been bleached. And that's gonna be a little hard at the back. I'm gonna ask my husband to help me, but hopefully we're accurate. If you could be any race for a day, what would he be out of the BFA races? So, are we counting the ones that were part of BFA but are already out, like Void Elves and whatnot? I don't know if I would actually want to be a Void Elf. I feel like it's probably uncomfortable. Although they do have nice hair. Probably late Forge Jedi. What are your thoughts on Volpera? You are personally very for them. I think they're cute. I wouldn't play one, but I'm not like against them being added to WoW. And I wouldn't be super invested in which faction they get added to, although I do think that if you don't go the Pandaren route and add them to both, you're going to make some people very upset. New to your channel, love it this far. I like the fish the most. I think he's a cute boy. He's a cute boy. I was worried that I'd have to do a whole bunch of explaining about why his water is tinted, but it turns out on camera it doesn't look tinted at all. When you're actually in real life, his water is almost like a tea color, and that's on purpose. It's clean. It's just I've used some Indian almond leaves there The tannins in them, which is a similar compound to what you find in tea, helps with his fin. He's got a little bit of fin damage that he's trying to regrow, and then also apparently should help with stress, although I have no way of knowing when this fish is stressed. He's never showed any stress stripes. He's just generally a little bit crazy. He'd spent a whole day attacking his driftwood. I don't think he was eating it. He was just biting it aggressively like a shark. Good morning, Bill. Hazel, any luck so far today? Not today, not yet. But oh no, we don't have wintergrass. That's really bad luck. Well, you know, I'm so close to ICC. I may as well just fly up here and do a invincible run. I won't do like all the invincible runs, but I'll do one because I'm already all the way out here. And then after after we just get an invincible real quick, after the Lich King, I'm gonna do Tempest Keep. Mexican Whale, you named him Bruce Lee. I am surprised that you were able to get that name. That seems like a good one that people would be fighting for. Currently listening while I level my Void Elf. Ooh, what class do you go for your Void Elf? My new computer is due in any day. I can't wait. That's exciting. You know what I've been waiting for? Well, I've been waiting for a couple of things. But I relate a little bit to your feeling of waiting for something to ship, but on a smaller scale, because I've been waiting for this. I ordered some Java moss, which is like a type of aquarium moss, ages ago, like 2 weeks ago. I guess that's not ages. I'm just really impatient. Because I'm gonna moss up his log and his bridge and whatever, and add some to the snail tank too. And I finally got a notification that it shipped today, and it's still not gonna be here for another week. And it's probably not quite as dire as waiting for your computer, because I could live most of my life without the moss. I'm just very excited to add moss. Oh, I need to hang on. I need to get on my lockout character so I can actually skip myself ahead here. Oh, can you show how many unique pets, mounts, and toys you have? I will. Yeah. Let me do that before I log off, because I will not remember if I try and do it later. Mounts, we're looking at 380 pets. We have 917 uniques, and then toys, I have not all that many, because honestly, I don't really collect toys. Like if a toy comes within grabbing distance, I'll probably grab it. But if it's gonna take any amount of effort or research, I usually just don't worry about it. I only really ever use like the same set of a couple of toys, and it's only ever when I'm in raid and we're waiting to pull. That's the only time I ever use toys. My friend had the same superpower as your cat. She can never get high. I was a little disappointed. It's that, like, cats on catnip look like fun, but my cat's fun anyways. I'm not too worried about it. Hazel, do you have the sandstone drink? I do. I actually crafted it. I farmed the recipe and, like, I farmed the recipe using archaeology back in Cata when it first came out, which took me an exceptional amount of time. And then I crafted it on my alchemist, which took me an exceptional amount of gold. They're, I guess they're not that much less rare. Any tips for running Ulduar? Must have run it 200 times with no mount. Maybe just really bad luck. It's got to be just really bad luck. As long as you're... Honestly, I don't really know much about doing Mim's Head. One of my buddies actually got it this week. But as long as you're running it on the right difficulty... I don't know what that is, but as long as you're running it on the right difficulty, you're good. You just gotta hang in there. Sometimes you're just gonna run into mount runs that feel like they're never going to happen. I guess you don't have to hang in there. Your other option is to give up, you know. It's always on the table. I don't recommend it, but, you know, whatever's the right choice for you. What am I doing? I am double checking my lockout. So, raid info, ICC, reactivate that one. And then I'm starting my private group, and I'm making sure that I remember to do that. And we'll log back over to the priest. 2 mirrors and coconut oil and what you don't want bleached. Oh, the coconut oil is a good idea. I might even have some. Vaseline in the lining hair. You don't want the bleach. Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm not worried about the dye being. Well, I guess I'm dyeing the whole thing again, anyways. Or basically, we're doing purple again. I was actually looking through some of my old vlogs to like check out the hair colors that I've been through since December, and it's been like a really wide range. I'm still going to use the same hair dye for this... What am I doing? For this next run, but after I'm out of this Arctic Fox stuff, I think I want to try the Pravana stuff, because the Arctic Fox, it's nice. But it does really, really fade, and, it fades really, really quickly. Although I guess I have to redo my roots anyway, so having it fade isn't the worst thing ever, because then at least it's light enough by the time I'm ready to redo it that I can just overwrite with the same color. Okay, so joining, pre-made, custom, find, join, and make sure that we are, when I have to wait for myself to get lead. What's with the fish tank? I spy a Blue Yeti mic. I used to have a Blue Yeti mic. This is a Rode NT1A. So this is an XLR microphone. It's a little more expensive. It sounds exactly the same, though. It's not worth the extra money. And what's with the fish tank? Well, there's a fish in there. How are you doing? How are your animals doing? The animals are doing really good. Fletta's tank has finally stabilized in its cycle. I added a bubble filter to it, actually, a sponge filter. You might notice that in the back left-hand corner. I was worried that the bubbles would, like, really move the water around, but he doesn't seem to notice at all. And it's not current. It's just a little bit of disturbance at the top. It might mess with the frog bed, but I'll just get rid of the frog bed if it doesn't make it. Snails are doing awesome. Their tank is not quite stable yet, but once it is, I'm planning on adding some shrimp. The dog's fine. He went to the vet recently just for his checkup, and everything was good. He's getting kind of old. Not all that old, but he's over 7 now, and he's a Klekai. They live a while, but not as long as like I don't know, a dog that lives for a long time. And we're kind of like looking at him being like, when do you start to look like an old dog? Because he still looks like, I mean, obviously he's a Klekai, he's supposed to look like a puppy, but he still acts like a crazy, super hyper energetic puppy. And he's over 7 now. I don't know when he's gonna slow down, but he's fine. And then the cat's real good. The cat is all about the weather, all about all right, so normal 25. We've had some sun. We had weather over, it was just a little bit over 30 yesterday Celsius, 85 Fahrenheit. So it was warm yesterday, and then the sun coming in through the window that's her jam. She spent a lot of time napping in the sun. And then we're going to bump it up to Hurricane. What do you think of chamomile tea? It's nice, very good for sleeping, but if I'm personally, just for me, my personal taste, if I'm having like a caffeine-free herbal tea in the evening, I almost always go for peppermint instead of chamomile. I feel like chamomile actually puts me to sleep a little bit too much. You have a tea-drinking fish, don't lie, you are spreading the addiction. Void Elf Master Race, can't thank you enough for introducing me to Void Elf Shadow Priest and Pet Battles. WoW has become fun again. Oh, man. That's like my favorite thing to hear. I am painting right now. Good afternoon, great way to spend lunchtime. Random question, air or water cooling? Water cooling. Water cooling. I'm assuming you're asking about my PC. It would be weird if I was water cooling anything else. Just because I really, like, that water cooler in there is actually probably, like, 6 years old. That was one of the original pieces of that build that hasn't been frank and redone over the years. But it's just it's like a Corsair. It's either an H60 or an H100. I actually don't remember. It's one of those two things. But it works great. It works amazingly. It's a little bit scary how cool it keeps everything and how low maintenance it's been. Also, I'm pretty sure I lost the cable that plugs it into the fan controller, so it's just been running on maximum for like 6 years, and it hasn't gone out yet, so that's something. I don't know if it's not loud. I don't really know. I'm not worried about it. I need to I'm gonna redo that soon. I'm looking forward to, that was the other thing I was looking forward to back when I was talking about that kind of stuff. I think that I read that Threadripper 2 comes out in August. I think that's what I'm waiting for. And then I just have to hope to heck that somebody has made some new graphics cards by then. I really don't want to buy like a 2-year-old 1080 Ti. I know they're great, but they're like 2 years old now, and I'd rather get something new. But if they're never going to come out with anything, then nothing I can really do. You can farm ICC for mounts? Man, I must be behind in chat. Oh, I need to talk to this dude. Videos have helped me a lot. I wanted to come here to thank you. You make very good content. Keep it up. Thanks, Aaron. Hazel. Oh, you're not talking to me. I understand now. Hi, Hazel. Hey, Karsten. How are you doing? Hazel in chat. Sup, Pickles? Morning, all. What did I miss? Any mounts yet? No. We can't try for the Black War Mammoth today because we don't have Winter Grasp. It's the bizarre single day where on this particular server, Alliance does not have Winter Grasp. Pravana Violet, your 7-year-old has it on her length. I'll check that out. I want to do, like, if it's not gonna fade as aggressively as this one fades, then I might want to go for one of the pastel colors, because I like the slightly more, like, I still want it to be a crazy color, but I want it to be a little bit more muted when it's super, super loud. Hazel loved the changes to the tank, I think. I think the fish is happy too. Although it's hard to tell because he's a fish, but he's been exploring more. Sometimes when, like, in the past, he would just spend all of his time on the front glass of the tank, going back and forth. Not flaring, but just going back and forth, and he seems to be spending more time in and around his other stuff. I think he really likes its driftwood. What hair dye do I use? Excuse me, I know how to speak English. What hair dye do I use? I use, so far, the Arctic Fox. I have mixed both the Violet Dream and the Purple Rain colors, and diluted them to various degrees. Seems really good. Seems really good, but they do fade quite a bit. Where did you get your Kleekai? My husband always wanted one. My husband already had it when I married him. He got him from a breeder of some sort in Oregon, like Southern Oregon, I think. I don't know. I wasn't there for that. But I would make sure that if you do get a Kleekai that you are ready for a very, very active dog. Honestly, he's a little bit nuts. He needs a lot of, like, I take him for a lot of exercise to kind of keep him chill. And then the other thing is that you need to be prepared to be a Kleekai ambassador educating the public, because everybody is going to ask you what your dog is. And it's your responsibility to, I mean, I guess you can just ignore people and walk away, but it's a lot of people, and, you know, the guilt will start to weigh on you. So there's a lot of talking about your dog to people. Hazel died about, let me restart it. And by restarted, I mean, I totally didn't forget to turn on. Whoops, sorry. Ugh. Your pup is 13 now, going strong. He's a pickup pom. I don't know what that is. Can't even tell that he's an old man. We could shut Banlu up. I want to see a mount drop. Me too. Nutbot's gonna wake up in a second here. Alright, Nutbot should be on now. Sorry. Thanks for the content. Keep it up. First time tuning into the stream. I hope that you enjoy the live show. How does the lockout method work? Must be doing something wrong. Thought it was patched. Obviously not. I did a video just like a couple of days ago showing the ICC lockout method in detailed steps. He's adorable, the most unique mount in the game. He looks really cool, but and his voice lines they add character, but the thing is they're very repetitive, and I feel like they happen a tiny bit too much. Whenever I was writing Banlu, he like, I got a little bit sick of him telling me what he had to say, because I heard it all before. He's like, hey, Eileen. How you doing? Dinner, and then just relaxing while watching Hazel, the life. I have that shirt. Yeah, I like this one. I don't know if I'm crazy, but I feel like some of my Blizzard Gear Store shirts fit differently than others. They're probably just all the same shirt, but this one's always been a little bit comfier than some of the other ones. Some work, some do not. Hazel's a great video in ICC. Yeah, the ICC one I can confirm works. I have not figured it out for any other rates, though. Pravana pastels are not my favorite. You're diluting darker colors. Pravana on special effects, that can be hard to get in Canada land. Okay. Is special effects like a diluter? Or is that something else? I tried, so I know you can dilute with conditioner, but I did that with the Arctic Fox stuff, and it turned out a little bit patchy. I don't know if I didn't mix it well enough, but I do want to use a more official thing to dilute. But yeah, I'll look into it. It's gonna be a while. I'm on my schedule has me redoing my hair roughly every 3 months, 4 times a year-ish, I think. Because we've done it twice, and we dyed it, and then we did it redo, and we're about to do a second redo, and it's like almost June? Is it almost June? Yeah, we're getting there. Came back to WoW recently, made the game fun again. Know what's going to happen to Antorus item level, seeing as item level is dropping. Antorus will drop with everything else. I think Antorus drops to, like, I actually looked up the number, I forgot, so I won't know. I don't want to tell you because I'll be wrong, but it did drop. Gave up on that mount grind. I did get the Ashes of Valar. Good luck on getting mounts. Finally caught you in alive, so great. Oh man, I'm glad you guys are here. So it looks like we're kind of out of luck with Invincible on this particular character. I'm not going to run the rest of them through at this time because we are going to head to Tempest Keep. Try for an Ashes of Valar. I have one that works for Ulduar. Oh, okay. Man, one of these days I'm going to have to actually start running Ulduar. Banlu still hasn't told me the tale of the hosen and the buttercream pie. My first time watching a stream, I hope you get a mount. How did you do the Dragon Soul lockout? I don't know. I thought I knew, and I said how I thought I knew in the vlog, and then we went and checked it again, and it turns out it doesn't actually work. I do not have a working method for Dragon Soul locking out sharing, not even for normal. There may be a way to make it work, but if there is, I don't know how to do it. Made a live stream for once. Thanks, Mr. 3 Machine. It's a brand of bright dyes that lasts for ages. Everything else falls short fade-wise. Have you tried overtone to keep it bright? No. No, I haven't. I wash my hair very infrequently. For the most part, my hair stays dry, and I just use dry shampoo to, like, get me through, like, usually about a week. I usually wash shampoo, like, maybe once a week, sometimes a little less than that. So anything that I have to use in the shower on wet hair isn't going to get used very often. Where am I going? I'm going to Temeskeet. Need caffeine. Yeah, job interview earlier at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Man, I know it's 9:30, but I wasn't even up that. I was up a little bit late. Not that late. You know people who swear by overtone. You make your own with a hair mask and special effects. Okay. Caffeine's keeping me awake. Finally caught you live. Not watched the stream viewers actually live before. Good luck getting some cool mans. Thanks, Ben. All of this talk about caffeine has made me want like a new pot of tea, which is very silly because I'm still only halfway through this one. I guess I just need to drink a little more of it, but I was gonna make a second pot. I was gonna make a second pot of my sister. So when she visited, she brought me back a little box of tea from Murchie's, which is a little tea shop in Canada. It's in Victoria, and I haven't been there because I haven't been back to Canada in a while. So she brought some of that back for me, and I was thinking of making some of that. Finally made the stream. Seems like I missed a lot. I mean, you didn't miss any mount drops, so that's something. What was the small keyboard that you were using? This thing? This guy is a... This guy here is a Razer Orb Weaver. I have a couple of videos, one of them showing how I keybind it, and one of them showing, like, comparing it to the Gear 13, which is another product like this. But this is like the keypad that I play WoW on. Pool monitor at the office of the mobile home park I live at. I mean, then you don't have to have a very bad commute to work. Probably quick to get there. Hazel, since I'm new, I've been watching your content. What is with this nut currency? It's less exciting than it sounds. It's just, if you've ever been in another Twitch stream that has a loyalty currency, it's basically the same thing. Whenever you're watching the stream and you're logged in, you're going to be gaining nuts over time based on the time you spend watching the stream. You don't have to set it up, it's all automatic. You can check how many nuts you have with exclamation point nuts in the chat as long as I've turned the nutty bot on. That'll tell you how many you've got, and then they're not for very much. You can gamble them if you would like to try to get more nuts by risking them with exclamation point flip nut, space, and the number you would like to gamble. And once in an extremely blue moon, I will do a pet giveaway, and you can buy raffle tickets with your nuts. But the pets aren't even particularly exciting, so feel free to gamble if gambling's your thing. You play in the US or EU? NA. I play in the US. NA servers. Used to be an aquatics director at a Y. How do you feel about the BOA beta and Shadow Priest in general right now? I think it's alright. From the Shadow that I played, like in raid testing on beta, it feels a little bit cut down, but I also didn't have access to a lot of Heart of Azeroth stuff yet, so I can't really judge the gameplay when I'm missing big chunks of it. I am actually really behind on what I need to do on beta. Ever since the character wipe, I've been so busy that I haven't finished re-leveling. I'm not very far into re-leveling, and I keep saying I'm gonna do that this night or this night or this night, and then I end up working on videos, and then I go to bed, and then I'm awake again. But yeah, so far so good. So far so good. The idea, use the D-pad, save the keys for actions, watch Orbweaver setup video. You missed the Blazing Drake for the Achieve. Used to mine Bitcoin, but now I'm switching to channel nuts. I mean, yeah, I don't think they're really gonna have the same kind of value, but you know, if Bitcoin's crash, you never know. What am I doing? I guess the raid difficulty doesn't really matter on this one because it's just Tempest Keep. I have patented stream itchy nose again. I don't know what to do. I haven't found a good solution for this yet. Do I want to put on another pot of tea? What time is it? It's like 9:30. Probably gonna stream till about 10. Tuesday Mountain Run streams are usually pretty short just because I have to put some finishing touches on the video that's going out today, which is a special thing about DBM voice packs. So I misspoke. So happy that you just unlocked your Lightforged. What class are you going for with your new Lightforged? Trying to unlock flying and it's taking up my life. It's a big grind, but it's one of those things that I always recommend doing it, even if it's like almost to the end of the expansion. It feels like it's not going to matter anymore. If you're the kind of person that levels alts, having flying for leveling is just so great, and the fact that you just get it once and then you're done, super gratifying. Any mounts from Ulduar? We don't actually do Ulduar in these mount run videos, mostly because I don't like it there, and I don't really... I'll eventually do Ulduar for mounts, but I might try and get everything else first. Maybe up until the catamounts. When it comes to the point where I have to start farming either Ulduar or mop mounts, then I might move into Ulduar. But I don't know. Flying around in a robot head just kind of weirds me out. 2:30 a.m. in Australia. Good morning. He's like, good morning, Matthew. Goodness, that is, for me at least, way too early to be awake on a weekday. Although sometimes it happens. Love the TBM voice pack. I'm so glad that seems to be working out so far. Because it was my first time doing it. I followed the instructions and then I tested it and everything seemed fine. But I put it up and I was just waiting for emails of people telling me it doesn't work, it's broken. You broke it. So I'm really glad that so far it does not seem to be broken. I'm gonna need to learn how to update it when patches come out to make sure that it continues to be functional. And not give you messages about it being out of date. But that's a later me problem. How many achievement points are you at? This many. 20,295. Some. I'm definitely not a hardcore achievement collector, especially in areas that I don't do a whole lot of. Like, I've got most of the... Not all, actually. I haven't done Family Familiar, so that's really cutting me down in pet battle achievements. I should really do that one of these days. Even if I'm not going to make a video, I should at least do it. And then, some. 2:30 a.m. on Wednesday. Oh! It's still a weekday. No one knows the right command. Flip nuts, all one word. Usually says, the favorite mount usually says Useless Nightmare. Yeah, that's true. Lucid Nightmare is definitely my favorite grind mount. I wish it flew. I don't even need it to have wings. I just wish I could just like pick up on it and fly off into the air like you do on the Headless Horseman's mount. But yeah, that's about it. It's more informative than the default one. Boss specifics. I missed something. Oh, the ICC guide to loot. Lots of disappointment. That's the dream. That's the beauty of adding an ICC run to your week, is that, you know, you start your Tuesday off with that, and it can only really go uphill from there, unless you get it, in which case, congratulations, you got an Invincible. It's a win-win. Must be quite early in the USA, just gone 5:30 p.m. in the UK. It's not that early. I'm on the West Coast, so I am as early as it's going to be in the UK, except for Hawaii. In the UK? US. I'm on the West Coast. It's 9:30 a.m. here. My in-game clock is always going to be my actual local time. So if you guys are ever curious what time it is here, you can always check out that. But, I need to put on the thingy doodle. That one. Yeah, it's not that early. It's not even like I just woke up. I wake up, my weekday alarm is 7:30. I've experimented with different alarm times, but 7:30 seems to be the key sweet spot for me to be able to get up and get out of the house right away to take the dog out, so that my husband can get up and leave for work and be gone before I come back with the dog. If I try and get up and do the dog walk too early, then I miss my window to have my husband out of the house when I'm out. And the only reason that we do that is because the dog has such aggressive separation anxiety that if he sees my husband leaving, it just ruins his life. He's shrieking, he's so upset. It takes him ages to calm down. It's really loud. It's just unfortunate. But if I take him out for a walk and then my husband leaves while we're gone, you kind of like skip that part. You can kind of bamboozle him that way. So that's usually the morning routine. Hazel, what was your first achievement? Is there a way to find out in the UI? Because I could not tell you. I have no idea. Can I sort these by date? It was probably like level 10. You know, that seems like a reasonable first one to get, I would assume. I feel like it might have been the level 10 because I was leveling. And I remember seeing that, and because I started playing in Raz, so there were already achievements at that point. That was when they added achievements. And I was like, wow, this weird thing popped up. What's that? And I asked my friends. He's like, oh, that's an achievement. You know, you can do all sorts of different things and collect those. I'm like, well, what does it do? Like, well, it shows you the screen, and then you have them in this book. And I'm like, well, what does it do? And they're like, well, nothing. And I was like, well, that's dumb. I was so salty that achievements were like, I thought they were the silliest thing. I still kind of do, although the appeal has certainly grown on me. I just couldn't understand why they would want me to collect something that doesn't even do anything. But I mean, of course, lots of achievements have mounts and pets and titles and whatever. And I suppose my entire WoW life is me collecting stuff that doesn't really do anything because it's all in WoW. But I did not get it when I first started playing. Say hello to the Philippines. It's a great morning here at 12:38 a.m. My father is still asleep. I hope that your father's still asleep at 12:38. Goodness. Good luck with Ashes. Thanks. Good afternoon from Portugal. Man, we are worldwide over here at Denmark. 6:40 p.m. We don't, I've never lived in a place that consistently used 24-hour times. It always takes me a minute. No luck on Ashes. We're only at like 39. Oh, that's my combat log. That's not the important one. Oh gosh. Alright, we're only at like 39 attempts here. Registered ones anyways. So it's not like I've been trying this forever. I mostly just started doing consistent mount runs when I started doing the mount run streams. I wasn't really super keeping up with it before that. Let's go to Stormwind. I only have 3 minutes before my Stormwind Firestone's up. You know what I need to buy, actually? I'm just gonna buy myself a Stormwind teleport cloak. I'm always short just one teleport for these mount runs. I'm gonna just head to Stormwind and buy one. Check your Discord server pet pics, rate my owl cat. Thought she lived in the US. No, I do. Did you expect to like WoW as much as you do? I definitely expected to... Like, I was never really worried that I wouldn't stick with it. Because everything was kind of... Like, all of my friends... Because I was in high school and I started playing. All of my friends played. And I knew I wanted an MMO to play. Up until then, I had been trying to try free MMOs that weren't WoW. To basically try and play WoW without playing WoW. And they had kind of let me down. So I knew that I wanted to play an MMO, and I was all excited about WoW, and I was pretty sure that I was going to like it. I don't think I would have ever predicted that it would become my entire life and home decoration scheme and wardrobe and job and friends and actually everything. It's probably a little bit unhealthy to be this dependent on any given games company, but yeah, I don't think I ever would have seen it getting this far. Netherlands up in here too. Sorry for asking, I'm just curious, how do you get the nut in your name? In the stream, the nut to the left of people's names means that they are a stream sponsor. So they're paying $5 a month to get the special icon. They are able to use the channel emotes, which are, here, let me press all the emote buttons. Channel emotes, those are our hazelnutty emotes. I'm probably really behind in chat, so it's gonna be a weird point. And yeah, that's where the nut's from. At some point, hopefully soon, I'm going to actually get those upgraded so that people that have been a sponsor for longer, your nut icon will actually upgrade. For like a 3-month streak and like a 6-month streak and year-long streak, that sort of thing. South Africa, 6:42 p.m. Germany, 6:40. New Mexico, 10:42. Mine was the going down by running off the edge of the Darnassus tree. That's one that happens a lot too. A Night Elf warrior who aggroed too many mobs and ran away. Good morning from Chicago. Good morning. All this time I thought you were in Vancouver Island. I'm from Vancouver Island. That's probably where the confusion comes from. I'm also like really particular about being like I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with being American. I like living in America. My husband's American. I'm not against Americans, but for whatever reason, I really prefer to be known as a Canadian. It's not like I immigrated really young. I was 20 years old when I left. And I don't want to let that part of my identity fall away from me, so I'm like really specific when somebody asks me where I'm from. I tell them I'm from Canada, but I live in the States. It's kind of how I think of it these days. What am I doing? Where am I going? Why did I do that? I just ported to Stormwind and then ported all the way back and did nothing. I'm gonna port to Stormwind, I'm going to buy a Stormwind teleport cloak, and then I'm going to fly. Actually, I could have taken the Kara portal. I still want the Stormwind teleport cloak. I need more tea. And I couldn't even see the sponsor button. It's on desktop. I believe they're adding it to mobile, but some platforms definitely don't have it. I've tried to play Guild Wars 2, can't get into it. I feel like I've tried most of the major MMOs for at least a little bit, because my friends always go through, like my husband and his friends always go through phases, like really short ones, but phases every now and then for every MMO. So I've played a couple of weeks of Rift, I've played a couple of weeks of Guild Wars, I've played a little bit of Terra, a little bit of Aeon, a little bit of Star Wars, Old Republic. I've tried a little bit of all of them, but I never really expected to get into any of them because I've never been in that place that some people seem to get to where they're trying to replace WoW. I've kind of always been happy with WoW. WoW has never hurt my feelings so badly that I felt like I didn't want to play. Where am I going? We're going to the guild place. Plus, it took me so many years to figure out what I'm doing in WoW, and I still don't always know where I'm going. I don't want to learn everything in a new game. Shroud of Cloak of teleport me once every 2 hours. Sounds good. I will keep that with me. What do you think of the Shadow Priest and BFA beta? Seems alright so far. Feels a little bit cut down, but I have not had the opportunity to play it yet while taking advantage of all the Heart of Azeroth stuff. I'm a little bit early in the beta still, so can't really pass strong judgment just yet. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're just gonna fly south and do Zolgarub. Go Team Canada. Hazel, do you play Monster Hunter? I have played Monster Hunter before because I heard that if I like Dark Souls, I would like Monster Hunter. I love Dark Souls. Couldn't get used to Monster Hunter. The one I tried to play was the one on Wii. Monster Hunter... I actually don't remember what it's called. But, the weapons, I couldn't really get a hold of them. Caught the stream. Can you use the race heritage armor on the race but lower level? So first level 20 Void Elf can use the heritage armor. Yeah, as long as you've unlocked it, you'll get it right away on any other characters of that race that you make. Elder Scrolls Online. That one I actually have never downloaded. I did play a little WildStar. I never played Elder Scrolls Online. I just never really felt the need to, and I never heard anything good about it. Greetings from South Africa. Hello. Good morning from Duncan. Oh man, I spent a good amount of Duncan was I had some family there, so, and I wasn't that far. Like when I went to high school, some of my friends lived there, which meant that like all of my like awkward teenage first dates were usually at like coffee shops in Duncan. What are you farming? Mounts. We are heading to Zul'Gurub to try for a raptor mount. Do you play any other Blizzard games? Yeah, a little bit. Not very well, mind you. I play Hearthstone I have a great time just inventing decks that don't work and then playing them at rank 20 to do my quests. I play a little bit of Overwatch and I have a great time playing Mystery Heroes and Quick Play and never touching ranked. I'm a real casual in other Blizzard games. Never really clicked with Heroes, which is funny because every time I watch like a competitive Heroes thing, like on the BlizzCon stream or whatever, I always think, man, this game looks really cool. And then I go play it and I go, oh yeah, that's right. This isn't good for me. Not on my phone. Seen on a few other channels, maybe just unlucky. I support you on Patreon. I really wish I could cross-offer the benefits from that. Recommendations is someone wanted you to start out with collecting mounts from previous X packs. So, the Simple Armory Mount Planner will help you track mounts that you don't have up to the Catamounts. But, if you look at all the things, and where, I don't remember how to open it. Interface, add-ons. Do I have it installed right now? Oops. This one, hang on. Let's take a look here, because this is the thing that helps you track your progress in collecting a variety of things and should also show you the sources. So let's take a look. Rift was amazing, and Content Dungeons is a healing tank. The hybrid specs from Rift were really cool. The one MMO, and I've talked about this a little bit before, the one MMO that's not WoW that I actually played for and actually got into and felt engaged with for any length of time was Black Desert Online. And the reason I actually quit Black Desert Online was not because I wasn't having fun, but because I was having too much fun and I didn't have time for it. I could not continue to sustain my time investment with BDO. BDO, I think the reason why I liked it though, was it's a very different game from WoW. It's not trying to be WoW. It's trying to be its completely own thing, and I really like that. Okay, so /ATT. Alright, so /ATT opens up all the things. So here, if you're looking to see mounts from old specs, you would go click on your mounts, and you can see like drop mounts here. We'll show you where they're from. If you're specifically looking for raid drop mounts, there might be a way to filter that. I'm not 100% sure, but this is like the thing. This is the thing that people do. Does it tell you where it's from? It must. It's not something that I use all the time. So yeah, Mim's head, not collected. Click on it. Why doesn't it tell me where to get it? Isn't that an important piece of information? I must be missing something. It must do that. It must. Every time Hazel says, "Where am I going? Take a drink." There is a good drinking game for the Met Run. What pets work in the Caverns pet battle? I have a video guide showing the exact teams that I use for every fight in the Wailing Caverns. ESO and Wildstar, my favorite non-WoW MMOs. Monster Hunter, Tri-Generations, World, or Gen U, they're better. Did you know that Canadians consider themselves English and not Canadian? I don't know any Canadians that consider themselves English. That would be a little bit strange. Oh, did I know any Canadians that consider themselves English? I see. No. No, that would be a little bit weird. You know, we're casually excited about the Queen, though. I mean, nobody's like super jazzed. I mean, nobody that I knew was super jazzed about the Queen, but you know, sometimes you'd be like, "Hey, lady from our money. You're cool." No Panther mount. I already have the Panther mount. I've already got the Panther mount. Favorite Overwatch hero to play or like just lore wise or visual wise. I don't really know what I play. I'm kind of awful at everything. I have the most fun on Roadhog. I'm awful at all of them though. Favorite classic area to level in. Ooh, favorite classic area to level in. I'm really attached to Northern Stranglethorn, actually. I know it, like, my brain might be biased because I'm literally there right now, but one of the things that I always really love doing whenever I'm leveling any kind of a new character is going through Northern Stranglethorn and doing all of the Hem and Essingwari quests. I just love gratuitous kill quests, where you're just killing a whole bunch of stuff, and the next quest has you kill a whole bunch of more stuff, and the whole point of the quest is just to go find the stuff and kill a bunch of it. I love those. It's relaxing after doing quests where you have to actually do things. Here's this fun, only for a few games at a time. Earning ZG for those 2 mounts every morning before school. I feel like I really like the system that I've got set up now, where I have extra alts kind of parked outside raids to farm the one thing. Okay, so now look there. So like right now, my alts are parked outside ICCs to do the Lich King. And I suppose I can actually do that now. They're parked out of ICC to do the Lich King. And did I ever do I need to recreate the group? It probably disbanded by now. I'll go recreate it. But once I get, if I get invincible, then I can like take all those alts and I can move them to like, here would be an example, and I can do this every day on all my characters. That sounds like something I don't have time to do. But I just like parking. I have all these extra characters and this is just this server. But just from my time as an altaholic, and I you know, it's convenient just sitting somewhere. Even sleepy, been awake for almost 14 hours now, but I have to watch this stream. It's about, wow, 1 month ago, you already unlocked allied races, which I'm happy about. Trying to figure out which class I want to main for BFA. The way that I always recommend that people do that is through the process of elimination. So figure out what you don't like playing, roll those out, and then once you have a couple of things that you really can't pick between, then you can basically at that point flip a coin, roll a dice, / roll 1 through 4, and at that point you can whatever you pick is something that you're going to be happy with, as long as you stick with it long enough to... The thing that's always been fun in WoW for me, and this is going to be different for everything, but the thing that's been fun in WoW for me, PvE-wise, like rating-wise, is the feeling of competence. The feeling of, I have practiced, I know what I'm doing, and I know that I'm doing it to the best of my ability, and applying that kind of practice to whatever task is in front of you and doing your best at it, to try and beat the numbers that you did on that particular thing recently. That is, I've never seen that before. That's not an artifact weapon, is it? I know somebody has a head, but I don't think it's like a whole head. Is that a toy? I don't understand what's going on. Pre-made, start a group. I am probably not going to do all of my ults through Lich King. Probably going to do like 1 or 2. Listen to the stream while I take a nap. Talk to you later. I should farm the reagent bag from the queen a couple times. I don't know what that is. Save instance lock method has been hot fixed. Like the ICC one? Because I just used it like a minute ago. Do you have any information when Blizz will reactivate legacy looting and 5-man dungeons? I don't know. Because they talked about it. They talked about that legacy loot mode a while ago. But maybe... I guess if they're not hot fixing it in, then maybe it's just going to be one of the things that goes in with BFA. I don't have any special information. How is Fleta? He's doing good. His tank is finally finished his cycle, which I really should have done before I got him. But we're good. We're there now. His levels are stable, and he seems to be doing a lot better. Seems to really like his plants and his wood. I hope you get that last mount that you're going for. Man, if I got an invincible, just at the very end of a stream, that would be really something. This is a pretty rare mount that I'm trying for. Find a group. This is one that you kind of join, like you kind of try just because you know that's the only way you're ever going to get it, but on any given run, I'm never really expecting to get it because, you know, it's a 0.08% chance. Right? 0.8 or 0.08? I don't know. Not very high. The one that's next to 1%. So it would be 0.8. Something to bring you back to WoW before BFA? Tell you something? I don't know. Why you don't have to come back. Something that I always kind of enjoy the end phase. Like new expansions are fun, but the this last phase of an expansion where there's not a whole lot to do is always kind of the one that I always really enjoy because that's your time to catch up on collecting stuff. And collecting stuff is always really fun. Did you level up your bank ult recently? No, she's been 100 for a long time. I do need to eventually, at some point, hopefully before BFA, get her to 110. It's a hidden artifact appearance? Oh, for demonology locks. Okay. It's huge! It's huge! All of them have a floating head. It's one of the hidden ones. I figured that they had the Gul'dan's thing. I didn't realize it could get that big. Did I miss a visit from the cat today with your impromptu microphone ASMR? You actually did, yes. Once the stream VoD goes up, you can check out the beginning of it. There's some cat microphone ASMR going on. Come back to WoW, you're getting your gaming setup sorted on a brand new account. You have a Night Elf Mage and a Troll Mage, and neither of them are anywhere near 110 yet. Man, that's the magical time though, you know? You're building your empire. You're figuring out what you want to do. You're figuring out who you want to be. Just got your Vibrant Mana Ray mount? Grats! You remember getting invincible for the item switch? You had to go blood spec on DK with DPS gear. You could survive the boss and beat the enraged timer. Man, that sounds like a lot more effort than I would have ever been willing to put into it. That must be so gratifying to have it before so many people, though. I mean, obviously there's people that got it when it was, like, new, but... Ray normal 25. And zone in, then bump it up. Mr. GM recommended your stream, so I came. Did he really? Goodness. Well, welcome to the stream. You're leveling your Void Elf Warlock in Northrend. Watch your leveling videos. Wondering if you have any other tips to make leveling more fun. So bored. I don't think I have any tips that I didn't already put in the videos, unfortunately. The tips I think I would have, aside from the things that you can do to mix up your leveling to keep it fresh, is, you know, leveling is one of those things that's kind of... Hang on, I need to make sure that I remember to turn this up. Heroic. You don't have to... It's, you know... My best tip for making leveling more fun is to have 2 monitors. Have 2 monitors, you know? Find some nice streams, find a good show online, you know, whatever it is that you like to watch. Find a podcast. If you only have 1 monitor, then I think finding podcasts and audio shows is the best thing to do. Don't try and single task it. You'll go a little faster if you single task it. You will be a little bit more efficient, but it's not worth it. Hello from Mr. GM stream. Just got here. How much have I missed? Most of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're just gonna do this one last invincible attempt, and then I'm going to leave. But you know, maybe we'll get invincible. Maybe we'll have that Mr. GM luck. How are you doing today? I'm doing really well. I'm doing really well. I'm excited that it's not gonna be so hot that I have to run the IC. I had a day. It was a couple of days ago. I had the fan on when I was recording, and then when I went to edit it, the sound quality wasn't that bad. I was able to edit out most of the fan sound, but the waveforms were so butchered that it was so hard to actually find my cut points in editing. Hi Hazel Poops, notice me. Hey Jaden, how are you doing? Do you ever post clips of when mounts drop from these mount runs? I should. Usually what I do is I just change the name of the stream VoD and spoil it. So if you see a stream VoD that's called Mount Runs and it doesn't say I got one, then there's probably no mount drop in that stream VoD. No, actually, no, that's not true. I had a stream a month or two ago. That's probably longer than that. Time really moves fast. But we did have one stream where we got both the Lifebinder's Handmaiden and the Blue Drake, and I think the same stream. And I posted a clip of that. So I would feel a little bit silly. I would feel a little bit silly posting just clips of the mount moments, because then I think I would feel pressured to have like a more over the top reaction when they drop. And honestly, when they drop, it's nice, it's fun, I'm excited, but I'm not running around my office. And I would hate to do that to lie to you guys about how excited I actually am. I don't want to be super fake. There's always a little bit of fakeness in YouTube, but you don't want to be that fake. Is leveling going up to 120? Yes, it is. Finally finished the male elemental quest. Grats! Turned on the AC for the first time yesterday. No. Oh man, it's the Lich King. Run away, save your soul. I mean, I just want his pony. I just want him to share his horse with me. Thank you for the OBS tutorial. It was helpful. No problem. Good evening from England. Good evening. I'm enjoying some Yorkshire English breakfast tea. Well, I was enjoying it. It's kind of cold now. How much do you play WoW a day? Like outside of making videos, just playing? Probably like not very much. Between 20 minutes and maybe an hour at most, but some days it's just flipping the missions and that's it. Some days it's flipping the missions and doing an emissary, and then some days I'll have a little bit more time. But for the most part, I have a list of things that I would like to do for the channel that is so many miles long that there is always something that I could be doing. Slash played on my gnome. On my gnome? I would have to log over and check. Give me the horse. Thanks for all your videos. No problem, Zachary. Drop. When you're still in a RAS server and you see someone soloing the Lich King, did you win? I mean, I beat the Lich King. That's the real victory here, right? That's what we're really about when we're here. Oh, man. Oh, don't let me forget before I go. Actually, two things before I go. One thing, while we're waiting for the Lich King to give me his thingy, I need to make a quick shout out to my sponsor, the Dollar Shave Club, where, hang on, let me post it up here. They have been kind enough to sponsor, oh gosh, I moved it, the sponsor of the stream, and there for only $5 at dollarshaveclub.com/hazelnutty, you can get yourself like a month's worth of a very nice shave. You get a razor handle, you get 4 cartridges, you get shave butter, you get body wash, you get some wipes. For $5, it's like a really, there's no other way in the world to, for only $5, get such a smooth shave for such a long amount of time. Highly recommend it. Lovely stuff. Smells good and slightly manly, but like not in a super aggressive way. Great stuff. dollarshaveclub.com/hazelnutty, and that is a big shout out to our sponsor. The other thing that I want to not forget to do is before I go, I'm going to feed my fish actually, because, oh, I gotta say it for a second, that's just a pet. Any of you want that? Any of you need a Wicked Soul? Shall we do a giveaway? Let me do a giveaway. It's going to be a level 1 Wicked Soul. Yeah, it's going to be a level 1 Wicked Soul. NA accounts only, unfortunately. I am not able to send this to EU. So if you win this in EU, I cannot give it to you. This is going to be a nut raffle, so I will put it up on the screen. I'm going to tell you how it works in a second. So the raffle title is going to be called Wicked Soul. Raffle command is going to be !ticket and then the number of tickets you want to buy. Tickets will cost 1 nut each. So I'll leave this up for 5 minutes. I'll feed my fish while the raffle's going on. 4 minutes. So you can enter multiple times. The first thing that you want to do is find out how many nuts you have with !nuts, and you should get enough nuts from your first following stream subscribing to enter at least once. Actually, let me give everybody some too. If I can figure out how to do it. There's a way for me to give you guys nuts. Let me try a couple things. One of these commands is going to give you guys a bunch of nuts. There we go. Okay, so everybody should have at least 20 now. So figure out how many you have and how many tickets you want to buy. The tickets are 10 nuts each. And if you had 50 tickets, if you had 50 nuts, you want to buy 5 tickets, you could go exclamation point ticket space 5, and the winner is going to get a level 1 Wicked Soul. Honestly, they're worth like 500 gold. Don't get too excited. So I'm going to start the raffle here, and you can start entering in chat. And if you're confused about what to do, you can just look at other people doing it in chat, and you should be able to sort it out. Let me get this up on screen, and then while the giveaway is ticking down, I'm going to feed my fish. So let's see here. Raffle. There we go. Don't worry if you don't see your name pop up on there. As long as you had enough nuts to buy the tickets that you're trying to buy, it will work. All right, so 2 minutes on that. I am going to blow up the fish cam a little bit, and then we're going to feed Fleta. He is looking a little bit hungry. So there's my fishy right there. He is a betta fish. See, yeah, look, he's biting his driftwood. You better not be eating that. It's probably not good for you. I will feed you fish food here. So he gets a pellet food. One. Oh, he's over here. Turn off the filter. There you go. That'll be moving a little slower for him. It's over here. Over here. He's a little dumb when he's hungry. Buddy! Buddy, it's behind you. It's behind you. There you go. There you go. He's normally really much better at this, I promise. There you go. And oh, there you go. Hold it. How are we doing over here? 15 seconds left on the raffle. He normally finds it a little quicker. I've been meaning to go buy him some frozen food to kind of mix up his diet a little bit. Alright. That over. Our winner is H. Someone in chat that has the username that is just H. And if it is H, yeah, no, I see H here. H, if you would put in chat your character name and server, then I can send you your Wicked Soul Pet. Before I forget, I'll just do that this morning. So just in chat, go ahead and put that there. Just your character name and your server. He's so glad I got one of your streams. Welcome, Crimson Entity. H emerges. Buddy, fishy, you ate them all. There's no more up there. I'm confused. I just got to hear how long we'll be streaming. We are just wrapping up a quick pet giveaway. The mug is from Blizzard Gear. They have these Murloc mugs. They sell them in green, white, and blue. I have the green and white ones, and they're great, and they're even better if you have them with some kind of... I use a stainless steel straw with them. Give it to Beth. Hazel, sorry if this is rude. Why won't you have a hairdresser bleach your roots? I'd be too scared to bleach hair myself. I haven't been to a hairdresser for like 10 years. I don't really want to start now. Stream is ending. Gonna go listen to the video. Bye, Hazel. Thank you for the stream. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. All right. Well. I do have to go too. I do have something that I'm waiting on. So I am going to wrap up here. If you put your character name and server into chat, even after the stream ends, I will send you the pet. And I thank you all for coming. Check out the beta key giveaway on Twitter. If you go to my Twitter /HazelNuttyGames, at HazelNuttyGames, you can see that there. That giveaway is going to be happening on Friday, so you have between now and then to enter. If you would like to be entered for a BFA beta key in the beta key giveaway. Thank you all for coming and watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.